Welcome to Unfiltered Discussion. You got Nash in the building.
Got Ash in the building.
So today, what do you have for us, Ash?
I mean, I'm thinking about is there levels to forgiveness?
Interesting. Is there levels to forgiveness?
I mean, I think that's tied to the individual, depending on the person. Because you got people that won't let stuff go,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that like, and forgiveness that gotta come within self, and forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and especially when it's a lot of emotional damage and certain things that has taken place in a relationship with family members, intimate relationships, friendships, whatever. And I feel like forgiveness puts people at ease in a sense because you're not carrying around that emotional baggage. You're not walking around angry anymore. You're at peace with self. And forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be kikiing with the person that hurt you. Like, it doesn't mean that you're going to be best of friends with the person that hurt you. It's just for your own personal sanity and peace at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. For me, is there levels to forgiveness? Absolutely. With forgiveness comes accountability, right? And at the end of the day, that's kind of like the hardest thing for people to do is be accountable for their actions, their words, and the role that they have played in a situation, right? So a lot of people don't like to admit it was me. Dang, I said that. I did that. They know how to put it out there, like, hey, I offended you, or I hurt you, whatever they do to you, but they don't know how to step back in and say, you know what, I apologize. Or let me look at the bigger picture here because you're right. It's not. Sometimes it's not just a one way. Some stuff is dry and cut, and it's like you could clearly see who was wrong. You was there wrong for that. Like, it's no and ifs or buts about it. That you was out of pocket. Period. And I feel like along the lines of forgiveness comes the type of people you're surrounded by, right? If you have people that hold you accountable for your actions and things like that, you're more able to say, you know what, hey, let me go apologize because I was wrong. And then it brings up that self-awareness as well. Because you have to be self-aware in order to know that you wronged somebody too. And that takes growth too. Like, you see, so you have accountability, you have growth, you have self-awareness, you have that mindfulness, right? Especially moving forward, because if you constantly find yourself in positions where it's everybody else that you feel like, oh, they did this, or he did this, or this person did that, but it was like, what did you do, right? And most of the time, if it's always you and somebody else, it's kind of sort of you. Not all the time, but majority of the time, it's you, right? And most people don't feel like some people is worthy of an apology. Some stuff is needed in life, but then some stuff is like, was it that deep? Why would you say that? Why did you do that? And or people that can't even wrap their mind around and say, damn, that was wrong. Now that I sit back and think about it now and I can reflect on the situation as a whole, I didn't have to go that route. But I did now. What are you going to do moving forward, right? For me, first of all, I don't like to be in any position where I feel like I did anything wrong to somebody because I'm going to stand on mine, right? So I'm going to be able to say, you know what, yeah, I apologize. Like, let me make, like, certain stuff got to marinate, but certain stuff is just get on. And first of all, I'm a thinker, right? So before I do anything, I'm thinking about it. Like, oh, that ain't cool. Now, I'm not speaking along the lines of, but like, of them in a situation and I got to immediately react. No, not in those circumstances. Yeah. But I'm meaning, like, if something, like having a falling out or something with someone, like, of course you go over your role all the time about the situation. But for the most part, especially me, like I said, I'm a thinker. So I already know that I didn't do anything wrong, right? I didn't do anything. Like, and if I did, I didn't do it. No, real talk. Like, I'm serious. Like, because I'm a mindful person. I'm self-aware and things like that. So I'm going to be. I always think before I react, especially if I care about you. I'm not going to handle you any kind of way, and I pride myself on it. Like I'm not just going to do something to you. First of all, I don't even do stuff to people that I dislike. First of all, you're not even going to be in my space. That's first of all.
Not taking
But
that
if you're in
energy.
my actual space, on a personal level, into my personal beings and my daily living, then yeah, I'm very mindful of how I deal with you. I'm not going to do certain stuff that I know can hurt you. I'm not going to say mean things because there's a way to get your point across, but you have to say it in a way, add a little, sprinkle some love on it at the end of the day. Like be a straight shooter because I am, but say it in a way that first of all you got to know who you're dealing with. Everybody, I don't deal with everybody on the same level, right? So if I might come at you and be like,
Don't get on my nerves.
no, like real talk, like I'm like, I could be, yes, I shoot it straight with you, but at the same time, I know that I might not have to be too like crazy about it. No, because I know how, I know who I'm dealing with. Like for instance, when I'm speaking to my sister Sue, we straight at each other neck. No, ain't no filter in there all day long. I mean, it's a Aquarius thing or whatever, but I don't know, right? But then when I deal with my sister Shafi, I gotta baby her a little bit. I can't like, go
rock the
straight in.
cradle.
I can't do the Twinkie like that. So I gotta really like be mindful when I'm dealing with her. She's a more soft and delicate and things like that. So I'm not going to shoot it straight from the hip with her. I'm gonna give her what she needs, but I'm not going to deal with her in a manner that I would deal with Sue, right? If that makes any sense. But yeah, like, but as far as forgiving people, even if I didn't have a conversation with you, most likely I forgave you and moved forward because I look at the whole picture, right? I'm looking at the individual, right? Do their behaviors always match up to who they are? You know what I mean? Like, so it's things that you see coming, then it's things that you never see coming, right? And those are the ones that kind of knock you off your feet a little bit, but you still always land on solid surface because of the type of person you are. So you don't expect people to do certain things that they do, but they do them right. But if you are aware of who you're surrounded by and you know what they're capable of, even and I always tell people it just wasn't your turn yet, right? And I always stand on that because you have to judge a person by how they deal with others.
Absolutely.
They just not dealing with you in that manner right now, but trust and believe your turn is coming. You don't know the date, you don't know the reason, you don't know. So just like always keep that in the back of your mind that your turn is coming, right? Especially when you always check a person about how they handle people and let them know like
that wasn't cool.
That ain't cool. Like that person didn't deserve that. Now you know you wrong. And me, I don't play like that. I'm not gonna. If I already see like you like a weak individual or something, what would I gain by all getting all nasty with you or being on a type of time that I know you can't match me on? What would I gain off of that? I don't get it. I would never do that.
It doesn't even make sense.
To me, I think that's weak to even handle people that you're supposed to love and in those type of situations, right? You don't handle them like that because of course they're going to be more lenient towards you. They want to be like looking at the bigger picture like, oh my God, this is my friend, this is my sister, this is my cousin. Hold on, I'm not going to take it there with them. But when you step outside and you run into a stranger, handle them that way if they coming at you on those levels. You know what I mean? Because that's the real. That's when you see what's really what for real. Because you're not even gonna know how that stranger's gonna react to you. They don't owe you nothing. They don't love you. They don't give a damn about you. Okay? But the people that love you, they're not gonna react to you like that.
You see that a
It
lot.
has to be a pile up of things, and then now it's explosive. Damn, I'm sick of this nigga. Like
It's time for me
it's up now. Like you got me down and yeah, you got me twisted. But forgiveness, you have to forgive for yourself. And oftentimes it's not to say, oh, I want to be cool with you again. Oh, we're gonna hang back up because you did me away. You did me away.
I'm
So
cool
how
off
do
you.
I know that you're not gonna do me away again? But even on a crazier level, right? And when you're younger, you see it with kids all the time. They took my crayon. She got my favorite toy, right? And you're like, no, y'all share. You know, you apologize. Did you hit her? Did you bite him? You know, y'all apologize, right? That's the real like little kitty stuff, right? But then it starts raising the stakes as you get older, right? You get into your teenage years, and you so often see the backbiting and the jealousy and a man stealing, or the boy, excuse me, because I ain't man, but the boy stealing during those ages and stuff like that, or just flat out stuff that's like don't even make sense to you, like you're an evil person, right? So it's even levels in that forgiveness pool too, because once some people do certain things to you, you shouldn't do them
You
at
can
all.
you can never get back in my surroundings again.
Yeah,
When you handle me in ways that I don't like, that's just not
absolutely,
given.
absolutely.
And I know what type of person I am. I know how I handle stuff with people that I care about. I know what type of friend I am, sister, you name it. So I have a hard time trying to F people over. Like, I'm not about to sit outright and do something to you, knowing that I'm gonna have to take accountability for what I've done to you. I'm not moving like that. I don't like to feel like I'm the bad person. I don't like to feel like I'm the bad guy. Oh, you did this, you did that. No, I don't want to feel like that. No, I make sure I treat people how they should be treated until you cross me, and now I gotta handle you. But I think forgiveness also, a lot of people look for closure and forgiveness, and a lot of the times people may never get that closure, and it's like, what if you never get that closure? Are you able to forgive this individual? Because sometimes you just gotta let it be and move forward, because like you said, no conversation has to be had. So a lot of people spend years looking for closure, looking for answers and reasonings as to why, because it's like, is that going to make you feel more at ease that you got the closure that you needed, or is it still going to make you feel away even after getting that closure when it comes down to forgiveness at the end of the day? So yes, it is levels to it, and it's also tied to individuals. You know, some people are easily forgiven. It's like,
and I hate it.
And it's just sad, you know, because it's like at some point in time, it's like nobody should be able to handle you any kind of way. Love up on you more, so people don't get to come in your space, and you're so easily forgiving individuals that's going to show you something, the same thing every time. There's nothing new coming on. They're begging around, acting like they this new arrived changed person and haven't done anything. Or 2 seconds later, oh, they back to the same individual that they are, and it's like, what happened? But you know what? There's a lot of things called self-forgiveness. Is a thing called self-forgiveness as well. Because a lot of people have a hard time forgiving themselves for things that they have done too. You know, and it starts with forgiving yourself, especially if you've been through some things, or been through a relationship that been abusive and done some things. People are very hard on themselves when it comes to that, and sometimes you gotta forgive yourself.
All day long, all day long. It's funny, to go back to a statement that you made when you said about people. I think that comes down to matters of the heart, right? Their closure piece. I think that people are looking for the, dang, you did that to me, I would never do that to you. You know, they're looking for that why. It's also like, why would she do that? Why would he do that to me? Like, I thought that this person loved me, and that's them expectations, right? But at the end of the day, most people, it ain't even about you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy because people know who they're going to deal with and what levels they're going to deal with a person on, right? Regardless of what they portray to you, you have to pick up on them signs. You have to listen to what they're saying to you, at the end of the day. And when it's time for them to show up, do they show up? When it's time for you to present something to them, what does their conversation matter? You know what I mean? Like, you have to really, really, really be on the lookout for a lot of different things, and it's sad that you may feel like you have to live life like that, but it comes naturally. After a while, it's just a natural thing. Like, you don't even know that I'm on the lookout, but I'm looking. You know what I mean? I'm looking, but I ain't looking. If that makes sense to you, right? So it's just like, when it's all said and done, I think the closure piece is more so on intimate relationships and get friendships as well. I mean, not for me. I can speak personally to myself. Friendships that I may have lost, I'm not looking for closure in them at all, right? I literally know the people that I'm friends with or was friends with, past tense, present, however you want to say it, right? I know the individuals that I've dealt with and who I'm dealing with. So I'm not looking for anything from you. I seen it coming. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm a person that allows things to play itself out. I'm gonna react all the time, but I'm not gonna react immediately to certain stuff, like little stuff, and I just let it place itself where it needs to place itself. Because if for me, you're gonna act yourself out every time. When it comes to me, I'm genuine. Like, I'm not gonna sit and try to do anything malice to you. I'm not gonna sit and try to get ahead of you. I'm not gonna sit and backbite you to people that don't even know you like that, or do know you, and you want to present me in another way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I stand on anything I say and do when it's all said and done. And I know the role that I play in my friendships. So I could care less, right? I could care less about if a person is spreading lies on me. I'm not clearing up nothing. I don't care if a person is out to, they're painting their own pictures. I'm not putting my portrait up there. Believe what the fuck you want. I don't care. You know I'm personal here, right?
Really? She had to throw out that disclaimer.
I don't, because I'm dead up though.
Yeah.
This is real talk. Like, so at the end of the day, when you solid, it don't matter what you say about me.
That's because people.
The truth always reveals itself. But you know what's so funny? Most people are never going to be able to say, I was wrong. No. Most people are never going to say, damn, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Certain people in my life, I'm never going to do things to.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm just not. It's not.
I don't see how people can go around just hurting people and doing things with that's that negative stuff though. You got negative people that will go around doing things with malice intent. And it's really sad at the end of the day. It's like, are you okay? Like, really? You can't be okay if you're taking all your time, effort, and energy into painting a picture on somebody. But it goes down to the people that the individuals are surrounded themselves with. So when you have people around you, like I said before, that's not going to make you accountable for your actions or say, Dad, like what you doing is not cool, dude. Like what's up with you? Like that ain't even thorough. Like why you handling this person like that? Why you doing him or her like that? Like that's not cool. Mm-hmm. But see, that's what happens when you surround yourself with people that are weak, or you look.
Well, yes, men and women.
Yeah.
Crazy.
If it's wrong, it's wrong.
But you know what's so? And I want to throw this out in the atmosphere. I don't hate anybody that I ever was cool with. Like, I don't. I wish them the best, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, I want them to thrive. Like, damn, that's what's up. Like, on whatever you pray for or work for in life, I hope that you succeed at it. You know what I mean? Even down in relationships. At the end of the day, I always wanted my people to be happy. All my friends, if you my friend and shit, I want what I want for me for you at the end of the day. Damn, like, oh, you want that degree? Oh, you want to get married? Or you doing this? You want to have more? Do you all day long? Like, because if I want to have love for you, no, the love is never going to be the same, especially if you do certain things to me. But I don't dislike nobody. I don't. Like, do ties have to be cut? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because people make decisions and they got to stand on them at the end of the day. And some stuff is just not worth cleaning up.
Not worth it.
Like, especially I'm in a stage in my life where I'm constantly growing, right? I'm constantly finding out who I am and what I like and what I dislike, right? And I'm in spaces where the energy and the things that's going on just can't come, right? And that's okay. It's not like, oh, I'm better than. No, I'm better than who I was a couple days ago, a month ago, last year. So I have a responsibility for me to be able to move forward and make sure that anything negative or toxic that's trying to enter where I'm going, you can't come. You can't come. And oftentimes I say it ain't personal, but it's very personal for me. It's very personal for me because I had built a ship and I was letting everybody that I loved on it. But people poke holes in your ship. People make you believe that they got your best interests at heart, and then they really don't, right? And so once you realize those things, you have to move accordingly. You have to put the right stuff in place. Look, add and subtract, add and subtract. It's simple mathematics. It's like it's nothing that nobody could tell you to do. It's what you know you got to do in life. That goes from family, friends, your partners. I don't give a damn who you are. If you causing me any ill will, and if you show me exactly who you are, I'm believing you. You ain't gotta show me to me. I believe you. I don't need it. And yes, so yes, anybody that ever did anything wrong to me, I forgave you for me at the end of the day. Like, everybody got their own lens on what's right and wrong in situations, right? Most people would say, "Oh, you overreacted." You would never understand how I feel unless you're in my shoes.
But see, when
And that's
people
in
say
every
that,
situation that I've ever been in, right? Any things that have ended, I crossed my T's and I got my I's. Always. Always.
but to go back to that, when people sit up there and say somebody overreacted, and I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally, I used to hear that a lot, and it's like, now you're minimizing how
Absolutely.
I feel at the end of the day, because no, I'm not overreacting. I'm explaining to you what you done to me, how it made me feel.
All day long.
So for you to tell me I'm overreacting on something that you done to me is a little off. Like you're off and crazy. If you think that I'm overreacting on some things that you done not once but twice. And now it's like, oh, I'm the one that's overreacting. But it's okay for people to blame other people for doing you blaming me for you did me wrong. Why you blaming me? You trying to make me feel like my feelings aren't valid because of it, and I don't like that. Now, yes, we're not talking about those people that overreact in things that have no business overreacting in, but no, you're not going to do that to me.
Yeah, valid situations.
You know, you learning from your experiences at the end of the day, you know, and what comes with learning from experiences, it takes responsibility and accountability in the role that you have actually played in something. So in order for you to learn, you have to take accountability for you putting yourself in that position, or allowing or tolerating this individual for longer than you should have, right?
Yes, I agree 1,000%.
And a lot of people can easily say, oh, he did this to me, she did this to me. But why are you constantly allowing this? Absolutely. Now you have to look at yourself and say, dig, I sat around longer than what I was supposed to be sitting around for.
But you know what that comes with? Love, matters of the heart, history.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Finding reasons why you won't just discard of someone.
Exactly.
Right? So that those kind of things is the reasons why people get a seat at tables a little bit longer than they're supposed to, right? And that comes with because you gotta harden yourself up a little bit when you're in certain situations. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And that's exactly why, of course, because I can speak for myself. Like, this unfiltered discussion, right? So at the end of the day, for me, I don't allow everybody in my space. I'm very selective of who's in my personal space. Yes, I'm a sociable person to an extent, right? I'll help anybody, right? Could be a stranger, I don't give a damn. If I see you in need, and if I can assist, I want to do it. Oh, that's the social worker, I mean, yeah. So, but when it comes down to who Shannon Desiree Nash really is, only a selective few people knows that, right? So yes, I'm going to hold you accountable. Yes, I'm digging that ass if you're trying to treat me in a certain manner. I'm not having it under no circumstances, because I'm a genuine person. And when I love and care about you, I'm gonna move out for you. You ain't even gotta say anything. Oh, what happened? Oh, well, that's why. Oh, all right. And you know what I mean? It's done. It's done. It don't matter. The circumstances don't matter what it is. And when you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you did wrong. You know you need to stop it. It wasn't that deep. And I'm a realist. I'm gonna look at the whole situation. I'm not looking at just your piece because you're my friend or my sister or my cousin or my mother or my father or my brother or my significant other. I'm not going to do it. Or my damn kids. No. You did X, Y, and Z. But when it's all said and done, I'm gonna rock and roll with you regardless. But you know you're wrong, right? I don't appreciate that. You owe X and Y an apology. Or
Yeah.
no, you should do it. You should have did it this way. This is why this is happening. You know what I mean? So, so when it's all said and done, you just got to be able to always stress that. Know who you're surrounded by. Know what you want. Know where you're going, and stand on it. Stand on whatever. And if a person shows you who they are, believe them, man. I don't give a damn who they are. I don't care about no history. I don't care about the love you. That shit hurt a little bit, but you'll get over it.
That part.
You'll get over it. Shit. Then you scraped your goddamn knee and you had to heal it up a little bit. You got over that shit. You was disappointed in your childhood. You got over that. You know went through the marriage. You got over that shit, right? You were surrounded by because you thought that you were rocking your chair with at 80, 85 and look back on the times y'all had as friends. You got over that shit, right?
Yeah.
No, in life you gotta push forward and keep going. You can't even let certain stuff, take up stuff in you because if you do, man, that's a sad life. And I don't live like that.
Now, when it goes back to learning from the mistakes, these are what I'm speaking of is the people that will see something happening and then they put themselves back into this same situation again. And that's what I mean when I say, are people really learning from their experiences at the end of the day?
Some people like to be hurt. Some people like to be in that victim mentality. I don't. But
it's a lot. It's a lot, And it's like, I mean, really, you sit here and then when you put yourself back in that situation, you want to sit here and cry wolf. You want to sit here and continue to complain. And it's like, I'm sorry to say it, but listen, have you learned from the last experience from allowing this person to walk all over you like a doormat? Have you learned from past relationships, past friendships, and all these different things for you to continuously allow these same type of people to come back in your world? I'm just not gathering what's happening. And this is where I have the real raw conversation with people and I don't care. It's like, listen, this has happened before and I'm trying to lay it out there for you and say, listen, are you wearing the pros and cons of it all? And you're not. And then they want to constantly keep crying wolf, complaining, allowing people to drive their vehicles and things.
Not the car.
And car? It's like, and I have to say it because I'm just not understanding. It's like you left one relationship, right? Where you had somebody dog you out, drive your vehicle around, and here it is, you in another relationship, and you allowing this person to drive your vehicle again. I'm not gathering what's happening here. Are you learning? It's like, the saying, you could do bad by yourself. Why get with a man and still struggle and still gotta sit here and now you're doing worse than you were doing by yourself? It's like, what's happening here? Yeah. Why inconvenience yourself on account of somebody else?
Absolutely.
Why not put yourself before anybody? This is a part of leveling up and loving on you and loving yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean to be somebody's doormat. Or allowing somebody to walk all over you at the end of the day. It's not about forcing things that should not be. And that goes back to when we did the podcast on the forced situations in general, man, woman, whoever. People have a hard time grasping the concept of what's happening. I mean, really, do I have to really shake you or pinch you or something? Because are you in a dream? Like, what's happening? I'm not understanding.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah.
And this is from personal experience from different individuals that I know, and I'm loving you, but I hate the way this person is doing you. So that's when I have to take a step back and let the chips fall where they may, because you know best.
That comes with wanting things for someone that they don't want for themselves.
That part.
We can tell people all day long what's right, what's wrong, and what they should and shouldn't do. But in all honesty, you're dealing with people that are broken. You're dealing with people that haven't found their self-worth yet. You're dealing with people that are looking for love and happiness in all the wrong places. So yeah, it's a sad situation, absolutely. The last thing I would like to see is anyone being used, abused, mistreated, all because their heart allows things to happen that should never happen, right? Everybody in life has been in a situation that they shouldn't have been, or allow something to happen that should have never happened, right? But the real prize is growing and learning from those situations, because I don't care how cliche it sounds. Yes, you show people how to deal with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That saying will never get old because it's true. Because if you constantly allows people to treat you any kind of way, say things that you know hurt you, and you just accept it, they're going to continue to do anything. And I know me personally, that's always speaks about respecting who I'm with, because if I don't respect you, it's over for you. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm very transparent about that, because I'm big on respect at the end of the day. And I don't really respect nobody. I don't care who you are. Once I lose respect for you, you're done. You're done. You may as well just pack it up and go on. I ain't even gonna lie. I was be sitting here being a fraud if I said, I'm gonna take back in here and let me find a little bit of respect that I can get for you.
Wait, I looked around.
I ain't got it. Nah. So at the end of the day, if I don't respect you, forget about it. Forget about it. Just go on. I mean, because that right there measures how I deal with you. And no, I don't want a person that I could tell what to do. Hell no. No, nothing like that. No. Right? When you respect people, you are able to listen to what they're saying to you. You are more accepting to, their advice. You're more accepting to knowing that they coming from a good place when they trying to insert certain things for you, right? And just all about how they carry things, right? Because I respect my guy. Honestly, I'm just saying, because I gotta laugh a little bit. Like, I think that's the first man in my life that I ever respected.
Well, I know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I might not know that.
I really do.
I already know. She's.
No, I really do love that man. I do, because
you do.
Yeah, I do. In a way that I never loved the man, and I don't give a damn who watching. I didn't love y'all. I mean, I have love for you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, but no, I didn't. I never loved nobody like I love him, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, he requires certain things from me. The respect is there. You know what I mean? All day long, and it's reciprocated, right? Because you deal with people and they don't respect you as well, right? Like, it's one thing for me to respect you as a man, but to respect me as a woman and all that I embody and what I bring, right? Because yes, I'm a powerful individual. Like, I'm a force to be reckoned with, and yes, I can say that because I know that it's true. So, real talk all day long. I ain't got to say it. I move. That's what I do. Come through how I supposed to. Like, that for who I love, people I love. I'm not just speaking about my guy. I'm speaking about my kids, my family, my friend, whoever. And that's just what it is for me, right? But when people don't respect you, because I think it's sad to see, especially women. It's very seldom when you see a man getting treated like a doormat, and I don't know if they weak. I don't even really know what the hell to call it, because that to me is like,
what's happened?
But that makes me sad.
It
does. It's for anybody, male or female, because it's not cool. The person that's doing that to people knows that the heart that these people have for them, and you continuously. Yeah. That's why you're never gonna be blessed. You understand that? That's that karma that's going to eat your ass up, and it ain't just going to be coming for you. It comes in ways that you don't even know. Why did that happen? Because the stuff that you did to those people. You know why. You know why.
But that's what and it goes back to the fact that people, in the experience, it's like when you allow certain things to go on, a man loses respect for you. They lose respect for you, and you continue to tolerate things. I say this all day. When you allow certain things from people, this is what they're going to continue to do.
Wait, real quick, because you know what most people measure it on? Oh, he doubled back, or she doubled back.
And get it. You know why?
That's convenient.
Because loyalty does not equate to being abused. Or none of that. It doesn't equate to being pain. People think, oh, she was. I used to beat on her back in the day, and that's my ride or die, or whatever the case may be. She loyal and all that.
Oh, I cheated on her. She stood 10 toes.
Listen, this is listen.
I need a ride or die
that chick. No, it ain't giving that. And that's what people get it misconstrued with. Like, loyalty does not equate to pain, and that's what people fail to realize. Like, what's up? Like, I'm really not understanding. And when you've been through things and your experiences, and this is what I mean when I say, are you learning from your experience? Because when you've been through some shit, that lets you know how you want people to treat you. Oh, I ain't dealing with that. Oh no, I know what I like, what I dislike, what I don't like, and what I'm willing to deal with. I ain't dealing with none of that. I've been there, done that, and it ain't given. Mm-hmm. You know. So when you repeat the same cycle over and over again, it's like you're not really taking heed to anything. You're not really trying to build on you, in the sense of like those people that jump right into another relationship right off the bat, and it's like take that time for you. And really sit back and reflect on these different things that that has happened to you, and really take a full length mirror, because it really should teach you what you want and what you don't want in a relationship, and that's just that.
Yes, and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself at the end of the day. Even down to small things, big things, and things that you didn't have any control over, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the hardest thing to do, is say, Dad, I messed up, right? I allowed these things to happen to me. I allowed certain individuals around me. Yes, you may have not inflicted it, but you were an active participant in it, right? Not all the time, but most of the time, right? And I'm not speaking along the lines when somebody's like violating you or nothing like that. Absolutely not. No. No. Hell no. But I'm speaking along the lines of like whether you're in a relationship or a friendship, whatever you were in, and you constantly like, I guess that's where you could use that doubling back stuff too. You gotta be able to say, Dad, now I know who I am. Now I know where I'm going. Now I know what I want, and I know my worth at the end of the day. And this how I give it up to my 19-year-old daughter all day long, and she know it when she watch this. I'm gonna shoot it to her straight. I ain't giving you no. I gotta tell you what it is out here and what it ain't. When it comes to your friendships, guys, whoever, know who you are, know where you going, and always stay true to you at the end of the day. Cause I'm only gonna do what you allow. And certain shit ain't worth repairing. See you later, goodbye. Okay? All day long. And that's just that. So to everybody that's listening, when we speak from experience, we never just go off the hip, but even though everything you see here is always from the hip. But as far as when we speaking on real life situations, these are things that we've been through. This is stuff that we know to be facts. What do they say? All facts, no cat. No, real talk, because this is unfiltered discussions.
And stop letting people carry on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? No.
Are you serious? We ain't doing none of that. We're about to be in 2022. That's like literally around the corner, like 3 months and some change around the corner. So, yeah, like, walk into your purpose, man. Let go of that baggage. Forgive people for yourself. Even if you don't ever get to have that one-on-one conversation with them, let them go and live life. If this pandemic and these killings and stuff ain't teach you nothing, life is precious, life is short, right? So make sure you live every day like it's your last. And this is Nash signing off.
This is Ash signing off.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.